I couldn't explain the chat why this was happening, but this explains it. So I just want to watch this. Bad Take Inc.
Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon, Mr. Depp.
Good afternoon.
Can you please
Easy
tell the
clap.
jury why you're here today?
Wait, that's his real voice.
Yes.
LOLXD.
About 6 years ago,
Nobody cares. No, I feel like somehow that you kind of should care. This is kind of a big deal, though, dude. What happens if you say some fucking ass crack bullshit that isn't true? Right? Is there any repercussions? And if you have proof that it's garbage and it's not real, do things happen the way you think they should happen in our court of law in today's world? And this is a good description of that.
Ms. Heard made
What?
some quite heinous and disturbing, wrote these disturbing criminal acts against me that were not based in any species of truth. It was a complete shock that it just didn't need to go in that direction, as nothing of the kind had ever happened. Though the relationship, there were arguments and things of that nature, but never did I myself reach the point of striking Ms. Heard in any way, nor have I ever struck any woman in my life. And so I, at the time, because the news of this, her accusation.
Guys, let me read it. Guys, why are you saying kappa? Why are you saying kappa? Guys, you guys are under oath in a court of law. Okay. People could disprove that with anything, whatever the fuck. What is it?
Had sort of permeated the industry and then made its way through media and social media, became quite a global let's say, quote-unquote, fact, if you will. And since I knew that there was no truth to it whatsoever, I felt it my responsibility to stand up, not only for myself in that instance, but stand up for my children, who at the time were 14 and 16, and so they were in high school. And
oh Jesus, that's fucking cooked up.
I thought it was diabolical that my children would have to go to school and have their friends or people in the school approach them with the infamous People magazine cover with Ms. Heard with a.
Yeah, that is incredibly reasonable and considerate. Okay, guys, I feel like that is a completely valid concern, and I feel like this wouldn't be overplayed or oh my god, why are you bringing stuff into court? Nah, this makes a lot of sense. This is
dark bruise on her face, and then it just kept it kept multiplying. It just kept getting bigger and bigger. So it was my responsibility, I felt, to not only attempt to clear my name for the sake of, well, for many reasons, but I wanted to clear my children of this horrid thing that they were having to read about their father, which was untrue. And also, after many years of being in this industry, at the time, I'd probably been in the industry 30 plus years, 35 years. Never had any problems or anything like that. And I had met many people over the years, many of the people, and had the opportunity to talk to those people and to even give advice to these people. And I'm not.
This is interesting.
My goal is the truth. My goal is the truth. Because it killed me that people that I had spoken with, that I had met with over the years, who maybe were in a not such a great position and they needed advice, and I gave them the best advice I could. All I could think of was that those people would think that I was a fraud and that I had lied to them.
That's so bad. True.
So I had to wait for my opportunity to address the charges, which were
Well,
criminal
he's not only nervous; it's probably emotion packed, and on top of that, he probably has to choose his words very well. Because even if he says one bad word in a correct context, what they're gonna do. Defense lawyers are gonna spin that shit on him and say, during your first testimony, you said that this happened that way. What did you mean by that? Did that really happen? Oh, does that mean that you lied? So you're lying on stand? So if you're lying right now, if you lied then, why would you mean that you're lying now or you're gonna lie in the future? And it's like it gets kind of fucked up. I don't know.
And they just weren't true. So I felt the responsibility of clearing the record as the only way that I could get to the point where I could speak has really taken this full 6 years, and it's been 6 years of trying times.
6 years.
Really strange when one day you're Cinderella, so to speak, and then in 0.6 seconds you're Quasimodo, and I didn't deserve that, nor did my children, nor did the people who have believed in me for all these years. I didn't want any of those people to believe that I had done them wrong or lied to them or that I was a fraud. I pride myself on honesty. I pride myself on truth. Truth is the only thing I'm interested in. Other lies will get you nowhere, but lies build upon lies and build upon lies. It's too much to cover. I'm obsessed with the truth, and so today is the first opportunity that I've been able to speak
Depp side with Amber. Nah, she did not.
about this case in full for the first
No
time.
shot. You're saying some bullshit there.
Mr. Depp, how do you feel about the intimate details of your life being aired in this process?
You guys watch that? I was asleep.
As a father, raising kids, when they were very, very little, it was important to me, very important to me, to try to
Music.
shield my children as much as possible from looking at their father or their mom, for that matter, as novelties. I didn't want my children to experience hordes of paparazzis. So I was always a very private person. So for me to come up here and stand before you, or sit before you all, and spill the truth is quite exposing. And it's unfortunate that it's not only exposing for myself, it's exposing for my family, it's exposing
Yeah, it's
for Miss
kinda
Harder,
weird.
it's exposing for, it never had to go in this direction. And so
Guys, could they have chosen technically to make this more private of a hearing without cameras and shit or not?
I can't say that I'm embarrassed because I know that I'm doing the right thing.
Now, Mr. Depp, I'd like to turn a bit to your upbringing. We heard a bit from your sister, Christy.
Yeah, I mean, you must really care about clearing your name and having the truth heard out there. Because it probably has to spill a lot of personal details that are kind of weird to say. Like, if you have a testimony about a situation and you have to say what you were doing at the time, it's very private and weird. But if you must really care about the truth if you're gonna go publicly and say that. I don't know. Like, oh yeah, I was juicing it up, I was jerking, and I was watching said content on the TV. And it's like, okay,